What is up, Pokefans? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and this is Season 8, where we climb the ranked ladder to Master Rank using a team that we built from scratch. So far, our win-loss record isn't looking really good. Yeah, we're currently 20 games in, and we're 6-14. I really don't like that too much. But anyway, so happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. The week is pretty much over, and I'm hoping that you guys have a good weekend in store. I have one more video for the week to record for you guys, so hopefully we'll have a better win-loss record. But in the event that we don't, please do me a favor and have fun at this weekend's raid event. That's correct. The raid event started yesterday. It's for Delphox. I believe it started yesterday. I think it starts Thursday. Anyway, it's Delphox. Delphox, who hasn't been out since like X and Y, is finally in the game, and I'm hoping you guys enjoyed the raid. I haven't been able to do it yet. I'll probably do it tomorrow with my buddies because we're going to have a Discord day, and we're also filming the podcast Team Unconventional Cast, or the TUC for short. So we're going to be filming that. It's going to be out next Thursday. Enjoy it because I think for episode 2, we will be discussing shiny hunting, the NAIC, and current Regulation D Pokemon that we both have seen. My buddy JT has got about 50 games in so far, but again, he doesn't record any of his matches, and I do, and make sure that you guys can see them all from start to finish. So he gets a little bit more playtime than I do, but I do the best that I can to keep up with everyone, and I'm using Pokemon Home a lot. So this is why you're going to see like a ton of changes to the team. So let's get right into that real quick so you guys can see what happened. Okay, so we had made a couple of changes for a couple of Pokemon. If you weren't here for Thursday's video, we replaced Amoonguss for Fluttermane. We changed the natures of a couple of Pokemon. Urshifu went to Adamant instead of Jolly. Garchomp went to Jolly instead of Adamant to kind of give it a try. And Tornadus didn't change nature, but his Terra did change to Ghost. Now, there's another thing that I could change. Chanpao could also be changed to Ghost, but I also want to keep the ability of having someone that has flying right next to Garchomp. So if I Terra Tornadus into Ghost, Garchomp can't do Garchomp things, which is like Earthquake. So a good thing I could be doing is maybe replacing Earthquake for Stomping Tantrum instead. It's a single target, so it's no AoEs, but it should still hit a lot. So we might be changing something along that. We also changed the item choice for Urshifu to Choice Band instead of Mystic Water to give that a try and see if that makes it so that we're offensive, enough to knock out a couple of Pokemon. Now, I do realize I still have Protect in the roster, and that is because I'm not completely sold on Choice Band. I know yesterday when we recorded, I don't think I used Urshifu a lot, so that's why I'm not completely sold on a strategy. But if we have them for Adamant, maybe this will counteract a couple of things. We still do have Aqua Jet and Choice Band, so it's kind of like having our own Dragonite in the team, but it's not Dragonite, guys. I'm sorry. I could replace him. I could take out Garchomp with Dragonite right there, and it would probably do nothing because I can literally teach Dragonite Earthquake and it will probably still do nothing. But Terra normal Dragonite is such a problem, and I may have come up with a solution. It is currently being worked on Pokemon Showdown, so the build and everything isn't quite there yet, but I will be doing intermediate testing between myself in the next couple of days. So hopefully it all works out. But for now, let's go ahead and get into our first matches. Our first match. Wow, can't speak today. Let's go ahead and get into our matches for today. All right. So our first match is ready to go. We've got Chi-Yu, Torkoal, Roaring Moon, Ceruledge, Sylveon, and Great Tusk. A wide assortment of Pokemon here. I don't know if anyone on this team uses Trick Room, so I'm kind of wary about Torkoal being there, as well as Sylveon. But Sylveon's a pretty good, fairy type Pokemon that's outside of Fluttermane. With Pixelate, makes all normal type attacks become, fairies. So that's really, really good. Ceruledge, he's a really interesting Pokemon, to be sure. He does have a couple of moves that not only prevent priority, but can also use Wide Guard, and his bulk up build for like Annihilate is really, really strong here. Chi-Yu, obviously, Roaring Moon, and then we have Great Tusk. So, okay. We're going to go with Tornadus, and Fluttermane just to kind of keep up on the offensive pressure. Urshifu, and then we will bring in Qianpao in the back. Now remember, last episode, I think it was a Thursday or Wednesday, we met a lot of Great Tusks that weren't getting knocked out right away from Qianpao's, which is really, really interesting because if it was the opposite of that, I would always get knocked out. Maybe it was because of the fact it was Iron Bundle that was hitting me a lot and not necessarily like Qianpao. But they opened up with Chi-Yu and Roaring Moon. So we could be seeing like a Tailwind thing. Maybe. Booster Energy will activate on the Roaring Moon, giving it photosynthesis. And I believe attack was increased. It might have been speed. I wasn't entirely paying attention. Okay, so we're going to first do Tailwind to get our offensive up. And then we're just going to go straight into Moonblast to Roaring Moon. We're not gonna transform anybody. That's probably like a bad idea too, but we are going to set up for a Roaring Moon salad. Just Moonblast it right in the face. You just bah. Yeah, just poof. Poof. Hopefully. Poof. Tailwind goes up. And Moonblast into Roaring Moon, which will knock it out right away. Neat. Okay, now Chi-Yu, what are you gonna do? Dark Pulse. Right into the Fluttermane, which isn't gonna do much. It does more than half. So I'm about 2/3. Next Pokemon up is Torkoal with his Drought ability, now making the sun. And photosynthesis is activated, and so speed was heightened. Oh my god. Fluttermane, fastest Pokemon on the field. Well, we're gonna ruin it because we're gonna activate Rain Dance. And we're locked into Moonblast. Oh, should I lock into Rain Dance? I mean, I could do Bleak Windstorm, which does considerable amount of damage on both. I mean, yes, we'll do Bleak Wind and Moonblast into the Chi-Yu. Withdrew Torkoal, so wasn't going to stand there for very long. It's probably going to be Great Tusk now. No, it's Ceruledge. Okay, interesting. Moonblast will now go into the Chi-Yu, which will get it down to about 80%. I should say 90. It was like 95. But with Break Wind, it's going to go ahead and knock it out. And Ceruledge is about half, so he's going to be looking down pretty low here. So Torkoal now comes back in. We'll go ahead and reset the weather so that we don't have to deal with shenanigans, and we will send back Fluttermane to bring out Urshifu. Oh, battle was canceled. Never mind, guys. We got this. All right, our next match is up and ready to go. We've got Meowscarada, Iron Hands, Belly Bolt, Flamingo, Mousehold, and Azumarill. All right, interesting stuff here. We have Fake Out Pressure from Iron Hands here. We also have a weird build with Belly Bolt. So I think having Garchomp in our lineup today is going to be the best. So we will get that all situated for now. We also have to worry about Meowscarada either using Protean or Overgrow, because it's most likely going to have the Sash. And then obviously we've got Mousehold that does Follow Me, Super Fang. It can also use Encore. So there's quite a bit of Pokemon that we do have to worry about on this team. I think the best ones to go with might be Tornadus, Fluttermane, get our ghosts out there for the Iron Hands if it comes up. Urshifu to take care of a lot of the Pokemon in there, like and Garchomp. So Urshifu is going to be able to take out Mousehold. I think Flamingo 2. Not necessarily the Belly Bolts, but let's face it, it's like only one Pokemon on there. But again, Urshifu can go through Protect, so it's not bad. Sent out Mousehold, Azumarill, and my Fluttermane Tornadus now comes up. So I'm going to taunt Mousehold, and I'm going to Thunderbolt into Azumarill. Now, Follow Me should be on a higher speed tier than Taunt is, but I get priority. So I think it's on the same tier. I think. We're going to see right now, actually. The only thing that's higher than anything that I can really do is Helping Hand. I looked at the speed tiers last night, so it was like Helping Hand, the protecting moves, and then Fake Out. So, and then like speed 2 is like all the attack first, like extreme speeds and all that. Protect will come out from the Azumarill. Taunts will now go into Mousehold, which you didn't use Follow Me, so maybe Pop Bomb. Fluttermane will use Thunderbolt. Does nothing to the Azumarill. Mousehold was going to use Encore, but it can't now because it can't. So good luck with that one. We're going to Thunderbolt into Azumarill now. We're also going to Bleak Wind so that we can knock out the Pokemon. Right now, we don't have to worry about speed, which is really, really good. I won't use Tailwind right now because he doesn't have anything that's going to really outspeed me at this current juncture. As a matter of fact, I don't think anything he has is going to outspeed me. So right now, Tailwind is kind of useless, but at the same time, I'm set pretty well. So Thunderbolt into Azumarill is not going to knock it out. Gets it down 2/3. Citrus Berry will activate. Gets about back to half. Bleak Wind Storm now activates. Gets Azumarill back to where it was, so about 80%. Super Fang comes from Mousehold. Play Rough will come from Azumarill, which is going to knock out Fluttermane. Totally fine with that. We'll bring out Garchomp. Mousehold still taunted. So we will go ahead and Bleak Wind Storm. Actually, I'll go ahead and Tailwind now. Altera. So that Garchomp isn't affected by Water or Fairy. Because being Ground type does make it effective against those types. Especially being Dragon. So Steel will make it resistant to both types. And I'm able to do an AoE attack. So he immediately attacks again. So Aqua Jet will now hit. Tornadus will not knock it out. Gets pretty close. Earthquake from the Garchomp hopefully will knock out both these Pokemon. And it does. Huge power from Azumarill is it's something that people should consider now. Like, it's a really good tech. Liquidation or Play Rough, just anything that you can give it to make it hits really, really hard. Next Pokemon is Meowscarada and Flamingo with Co-Star. Copied someone else's stat changes. Well, they didn't have anything, so that's interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and Break Wind and Dragon Claw into Meowscarada. Now, if it's Protean, it's going to change its type. If it's not Protean, it's going to have Overgrow, which Flower Trick is going to do a lot of damage anyway. But Flamingo will now change to Flying Terra, so now it's not going to be super effective against flying moves. And Meowscarada will protect. It's not Protean, at least not that I could tell. Faint will hit into the Tornadus, which is really, really interesting. How is that attacking before any one of my guys? That's interesting. I don't think Flamingo is that fast. Even under Tailwind? Does it have a speed tier that I'm not aware of? It might. Alright, close combat into the Meowscarada. And I'm going to Dragon Claw into Flamingo. Let's see how this turns out. We have Tailwind, so we're pretty set for that. And Adamant was set for Urshifu, so he's going to be stronger than anything else. But Meowscarada is part dark, so fighting is going to be really, really beneficial against that Pokemon. Dragon Claw goes right into Flamingo, knocks it down to 90%. Close combat from the Urshifu goes right into Meowscarada, and it will knock it out. One hit KO, dropping my defenses one stage. Low kick will now come out from Flamingo, and wow, what? Rough Skin will also hit Flamingo. Garchomp faints. What statuses did this? What? This is nuts. All right, let's go. I attacked before it, so there's a good chance that I'm gonna attack before it. Yep, here it goes. Wow. Statuses or stats? I gotta look that up real quick. That's interesting if it's stats. And there goes match number 2. All right, our next match is up and ready to go. We've got Dragonite. I think that's Iron Jugulis, I think. That weird bug that I can't pronounce. Farafrig, Iron Moth, and Pelipper. Okay, this particular build, it may not suggest that we are running with a Terra normal Dragonite. We are probably staring down a Terra flying Dragonite with Terra Blast and maybe Hurricane, maybe just because Pelipper is on their side of the field. Now, we need to plan this correctly. So we're gonna bring in Tornadus, Fluttermane, because those are the 2 fastest Pokemon. And because we're not gonna worry about the weather, we'll bring in Regieleki, and I think Qian Pao might be the best. As 2 special attackers. We're bringing Qian Pao with no physical attackers. We'll bring in Garchomp. My A button got frozen. That's not good. I don't like my buttons getting stuck. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Okay. So, Iron Jugulis and Iron Moth to start off the fight. Iron Jugulis will activate Quark Drive, and its speed was heightened. So that tells me that I need to use Tailwind so that we get the offensive draw there. What is that? Ooh. Dazzling Gleam doesn't really affect that Pokemon, but Thunderbolt does. So that's what we'll do. We will Thunderbolt into the Iron Jugulis. We'll activate Tailwind. Go right into the Iron Jugulis, which the speed was increased. Hopefully Thunderbolt will knock it out. And it does. We're going to leave Iron Moth on the field alone. But I at least picked the move that's going to be less effective. So Sludge Wave now goes off, which will do a lot to Tornadus and Fluttermane. Well, more so the Tornadus. It's about 65%. So now we have Farigiraf. So now we're going to taunt the Farigiraf. And Thunderbolt. Actually, we might want to switch Fluttermane. Well, do I have Tailwind? I do have Tailwind. Taunt the Farigiraf. Switch for Garchomp. I'm taunting the Farigiraf because Farigiraf can use Trick Room, and I don't want that. So right now, Farigiraf is my target. Taunt. It's not gonna. Oh, Armor Tail cannot be used or cannot be taunted. Heat Wave from Iron Moth, and here comes Trick Room. Okay. The thing that I wanted to prevent happened, but Armor Tail doesn't allow it to be hit with priority, I guess. That's a crappy thing about it. Okay. And that's for both Pokemon, by the way. We'll bring out Regieleki. And we will protect. I'm gonna Earthquake so I can knock out Iron Moth. Again, we're under Trick Room, so I have to be very, very careful here. Nasty Plot will hit Farigiraf. Raise its attack 2 stages. Heat Wave will now come out. Will not do anything to the Regieleki. We'll hit Garchomp for very little. But here comes the Earthquake, which isn't going to do anything to Regieleki. I'm hoping to one-hit KO this Iron Moth. I get pretty close, but I think the Sash will protect it, and it's exactly that. It is the Sash. Okay. It's using... It's not a good idea to Terra. But we're going to use Electro Web, and I'm going to protect with Garchomp. They're probably predicting that I'm going to protect with Garchomp now so that they can go into that slot, maybe. Twin Beam goes into Garchomp, which isn't going to do anything because it's protected. Heat Wave will come out from that from Iron Moth, which is not going to do anything to Garchomp, but it is going to hit Regieleki. It's going to bring him down to the yellow, but Electro Web comes out and it hits both Pokemon. Will knock out the Iron Moth, but it does give Farigiraf a boost. And my Tailwind is now gone. It still doesn't really help out as much. But here comes Dragonite, the Opportunist. We have 2 more turns in Trick Room. So we're going to protect here. And... Terra Steel... Dragon Claw into Farigiraf. I don't know what Twin Beam is, but I'm preparing myself to deal with the inevitable Terra Normal. It could be Terra Normal, it could be Terra Flying. I'm hoping it's Terra Flying, but I could be wrong. Protect. Twin Beam. Now goes into Garchomp. Does not do a lot of... Oh. I was going to say, it doesn't do a lot of damage. Even if it's not really effective, it does hit more than once. So that's good to know. But still, we're protected. And Iron Head will now come out from the Dragonite. So now Fluttermane comes back. How much time do we have in Trick Room? 1 more turn. I could go for the double protect, but it's probably not going to do anything. I'm going to Thunderbolt into Farigiraf. And I'm going to Dazzling Gleam into both. Extreme Speed. It's going to knock out Regieleki. Saw that. Shadow Ball. Yeah, it's going to knock out Fluttermane. That's a +2 in special attack into his yeah. There's no way we can get out of that one. All right, and our next match is ready to go. We've got Urshifu, Kleavor, Arcanine, Hisuian, by the way. Tornadus, Golden Go? Why do I think it's Gimmighoul for some reason? Anyway, Golden Go and Grimmsnarl. Okay, so Grimmsnarl has Fake Out. I don't know what Hisuian Arcanine does. I can bring him up on the roster here. Kleavor is Bug Rock, so he's very interesting. But he has Sheer Force. So that's something that we'll have to take note. Okay, so Hisuian has Rock Head, so he doesn't take any recoil. He has Flash Fire and Intimidate. So maybe no recoil? I mean, Rock Head is pretty awesome. But we're gonna walk in with Tornadus, Urshifu, Garchomp, and then we'll bring in Chanpao in the back. We'll bring those 4 in. I think out of this particular team, these 4 are going to be the most beneficial. See what happens. All right, Tornadus and Grimmsnarl. Okay, so they could taunt, but they have 2 people that's going to be able to take advantage of this for like a fake out. So I'm going to taunt into Tornadus. And I can't protect. I'm going to switch out to Chien-Pao. Because fake out could go into Urshifu, which isn't going to do anything, but fake out would prevent him from, if I do protect, it would prevent him from doing anything else because he's choice banded. So hopefully fake out will go into Chien-Pao. So yes, we do something on that, but we taunt the Tornadus on that side of the field, which may or may not be using a setup move. Mental Herb will shake it off, and it will use Bleak Wind Storm. Okay. So I will follow up with my own Bleak Wind Storm, and I will Ice Spinner into Tornadus. I think that's going to be like the thing that I do. Tornadus on my side is looking pretty... No, it's not Tornadus. It's Chien-Pao. That's looking pretty frail. So Sucker Punch. Yep, there goes Chien-Pao. Bleak Wind Storm. Speed drops. Now, I think this is when Urshifu should come in and just start wrecking people. Yes. Bring it back out because we avoided the fake out before. We will Tailwind now. And Surging Strikes into Grimmsnarl. Surging Strikes. There goes 1, 2. Thank God it doesn't take PP for every time it uses. It just hits 3 times auto crits. Icy Wind, which isn't going to knock out Tornadus. Does a little bit of damage to Urshifu, but it will drop the speed, which isn't bad by any means. But it only drops it for Urshifu because Tornadus doesn't get any secondary effects. Here comes Golden Go. I'm going to Bleak Wind. And I'm going to Surging Strikes into Golden Go. Because I dropped the speed on their side of Tornadus. Mine's going to go first. Oh, Thunderbolt? How are you... Oh, he's scarfed. That's why. It's like, how is he faster? Oh, he's scarfed. And mine's not. Tornadus avoided the attack. Good job, Tornadus. All right, here comes a Jolly Garchomp here. We still have Tailwind for 2 turns. They lose Tailwind after this turn. I'm going to go ahead and just taunt the Tornadus then. And I'm just going to Earthquake and hope that I go first. Golden Go will protect. It's totally fine. Taunt. I should have maybe went after the Tornadus instead. He seems to be like the common denominator where it's been a problem. And I should remember that because last season I was telling myself, always focus on the support. The support doesn't do anything if they're knocked out. Here comes Icy Wind, which is going to do time support at Garchomp, and it's not going to knock him out, but it will knock out Tornadus. But I do drop a speed stage. But my Tornadus is now gone. And their Tailwind is gone. I'm going to Terra, going to Steel, and I'm going to Earthquake to knock out this Golden Go. And I'm going to hope hopefully take little to no damage. I haven't done anything to lower their attacks. Kind of like a terrible idea, but we'll see. Terra Steel. They're not gonna Terra. Thank God Tornadus doesn't get anything like Roost. Oh. Oh. Terra Fairy. I mean, it'll live. It'll definitely live. Here comes the Earthquake because I'm faster now. It won't knock out, but it'll get pretty close. Make It Rain will now come in. And will, even with it not being super effective, it'll still knock me out. Dang it. Dang it, why? Still, pretty good. Definitely, Tornadus is the Pokemon to knock out. Alrighty, our fifth and final match of the day is here. We've got Armarouge, Landorus, Wu-Chen, Gastrodon, Mimikyu, and Ursaluna. Now this is a mixture of a couple of cores. So most of them, if you haven't guessed, is a Trick Room setup. So Mimikyu can not only set Trick Room, but also reset Trick Room if it needs to. Gastrodon, Wu-Chen, and Ursaluna works really well in Trick Room. Armarouge can also set Trick Room if he needs to. And Landorus, I mean, Landorus isn't the slowest Pokemon in this team. It's definitely faster. It's probably on the same speed tier as Armarouge, but its sheer force ability is making it, it's gonna make it do a lot of damage. So we do have to kind of play around that quite a bit. If we can, we need to knock out several Pokemon really quickly. So I'm gonna bring in kind of the same setup as last time, and I'm only saying kind of, because like I want to bring in Fluttermane, I want to bring in Regieleki. I don't think either one of those two are going to be like the best ones, but I do have to put a lot of pressure immediately on either the Armarouge or the Mimikyu, and Urshifu is the Pokemon I need to be able to do that. So Gastrodon and Mimikyu, so he's probably going to set up for Trick Room right now. Oh, I can't use Surging Strikes. Gastrodon's on the field. Oh no, okay. Totally fine. We can still work with this, I think. Bleak Wind Storm. Has no effect. Fudge. Okay, no, it's not. We will instead side out into Garchomp. Oh, I don't want to use Tailwind because right now it's a terrible idea. I don't think I'm going to stop Mimikyu from using it, but we'll try. Mimikyu will avoid the attack. It'll hit Gastrodon for about 65%. Not bad. Mimikyu will use Play Rough. Garchomp avoids it. And Muddy Water will come out from the Gastrodon. Okay, so Bleak Wind again. And we will Terra Steel and Earthquake. Now, Gastrodon is going to have Storm Drain. It has to have Storm Drain, which is going to absorb all the water to it, so it raises its special attack. So I'm just going to try to prevent that. But I also do not want to get hit by this Play Rough by Mimikyu. So what I'm going to do is Terra Steel. So we take out our Terra for the match. And I'm hoping that we proc with Bleak Wind. We do. We get Gastrodon just to about 3%, but we pop the Disguise, which is what I wanted. And here comes the Earthquake, which will knock out a Gastrodon for sure. It will not knock out the Mimikyu, but it gets pretty close. And what are they using? Trick Room. I knew it. I knew it. This is why I didn't use Tailwind. So now that Gastrodon's out, like gone, I can now use Urshifu. Here comes Wu-Chen. I'm gonna taunt the Wu-Chen so that it can't like set up any types of seats or anything like that. And I'm gonna use Terra Blast on Mimikyu. It's no longer going to be able to sit on the field. Now Taunt is gonna have prior. Oh, dang it, I forgot again. Taunt doesn't work on dark Pokemon. Oh, why did I do that? Oh well. I kind of wasted a turn. God dang it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Instead of protecting, I didn't attack. I should have attacked. They're gonna tear it. Excuse me. And it's gonna be the Wuchen. And they're making it water. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I see you. Shadow Sneak, which is a primary move, goes over to Tornadus. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Taunt. Oh, will work now. Oh, you fell for the taunt. Let's go. Cannot Leech Seed because you changed your Terra at the wrong time. I thought I misplayed. Oh my god. I thought I totally... Oh. I thought I misplayed so hard. It's like, oh man, I just wasted a turn. This sucks. But now Wuchen is pretty much a sitting duck because it can't really do anything. But now here comes Ursaluna, and Ursaluna's a problem. We're gonna swap to Urshifu, get Tornadus out of there, and we're gonna protect with Garchomp because we don't want any of that right now. And I'm gonna have to deal with that Ursaluna because that is a flame orb carrying guts using, I would say cow, but it's like a bear, so it's terrible. Oh, okay, let's see what they do. Swords Dance, so they're gonna raise their attack 2 more stages. Oof. Wuchen uses Snarl. Not gonna do anything to Garchomp. It's not really gonna do anything to any of my Pokemon, really. Oh no, you lowered his special attack. That's cool. Flame Orb now hurts it. How much? Trick Room has 2 more turns. Searching Strikes. Ursaluna's gonna attack before Urshifu does. I mean, I could Aqua Jet it, but that's not gonna do anything, right? They're down to their last 2. I'm gonna protect with Urshifu. And I'm going to Earthquake everything on the field. This is a terrible decision. Assad now hits Garchomp, but just fudge. Oh, I just screwed myself. Oh man. I was hoping to maybe swap out into something else next turn so that Urshifu wasn't locked into freaking Protect. But unfortunately, I'm dumb enough to not do it. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope. Wuchen now shook off the taunt. Let's hope. 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 Come on. Let my blunder be my thing. Come on, give me another one. I lucked out on freaking Wuchen. Give me another one. We're gonna protect here to get rid of the Trick Room. We have to. But it is literally going to be a 2-on-1 because Urshifu is useless here. This is why you run Mystic Water, guys. I'm trying out, I'm trying out Choice Band, but this is why you don't have Protect on Choice Banded characters. Why? Like, U-turn would have been better. Okay, Wuchen will protect. Urshifu tried to use Protect, but failed. Jiapao will protect. Ursaluna uses Earthquake. That's a stab, not bad. Urshifu faints. I mean, he wasn't gonna live very long anyway. And dimensions now return to normal. Let's... I have Tornadus still? I forgot he was even there. I thought he was gone. Oh, that's dope. Let's go. Will I remain unpunished for my crimes? Oh, stab into Ursaluna. Let's go. Okay. Oh, is he ground? Oh, he's probably ground, isn't he? I'm still getting used to all the Hisuian Pokemon. I just barely beat Arceus the other day. So Ice Spinner is going to go into the Ursaluna. Oh, it knocks it down pretty far. Blake Wind. Wu Chen dodges it, but Ursaluna will not. Oh, Ursaluna faints. Oh, I lucked out of this one. My God, I lucked out so hard on this one. All right, Bleak Windstorm is gonna go into those slots, and Sacred Sword. Let's just go. I mean, I could taunt him so he doesn't do like the Leech Seed, but I don't think it's really needed. Speed fell for Wu Chen. He used Snarl again. Tornadus avoids the attack because he's a boss. Let's go. Lowering the special attack on Qian Pao. Leftovers will now heal it a bit. We're just gonna continue on with this. Let's do Sucker Punch. Oh, it fails. It's probably doing Leech Seed. It is. It's on the Qian Pao. So it's gonna get a little bit more HP from leftovers and Leech Seed. But is it gonna be enough to survive the next turn? Bleak and Sacred Sword. Oh, it will now. Okay. Taunts should have probably been the better answer. Because now it's going to get a lot of HP back. So now if it uses Snarl, it may knock out Tornadus, but it's going to get a lot of HP back. And I can't switch. Sacred Sword? Maybe not. Bleak Wind? Nope, with the KO, let's go. All that HP just went gone in 2 turns. Oh my God. I almost lost that by blundering my way through it. I don't know how that worked, but I did. Wow, okay, let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, wow. Those that last match was insane. Like the roller coaster we went through. Like, wow. I am simply breathless. Breathtaking. I am speechless. Whatever the saying may be. Anyways, so we're 25 matches in, 9-16. Still really low of where I would like to be. But again, we're now making those changes to the team to where it starts looking really good. Maybe Choice Band isn't the best one for Urshifu if I have to sit there and use Protect to try to wear out Trick Room. But I also forgot that we had swapped out and brought in Urshifu for Tornadus, and I'm very thankful that I had forgotten because I thought it was over. It's like, oh, this game's done. I can't do anything. It's just going to be like a one-turn wailing, but I was able to survive. Thankfully, I was able to survive. If Ursaluna was able to attack there, I don't think it would have been in my favor, but we did it. And we took the W. So yeah, I think we went 3-2 this video, I think, which is really good because wow. But I'm gonna leave the question off to you guys. What do you guys think of the team? What changes would you make? in the battles that you saw today? What changes in the moves would you have made? For Urshifu specifically, what item would you carry for him? Right now I'm using Choice Band. I might transfer over to Mystic Water probably next week. I want to try using it again tomorrow and see what changes that could have been made there. Also different item choices. I could put Life Orb on him, but if I do that, I have to remove it from Garchomp, which, I mean, if we go from Pokemon Home, it tells me to use a Clear Amulet instead. I don't think that's the better option, but who knows? I don't run Swords Dance on my build, so it may not be like the best option. Let's see. I could also change it to Focus Sash, but that takes it away from Chien-Pao, and then Chien-Pao will have to select the new item. So it kind of goes from what it is. Once I get a bigger grasp of what other Pokemon are weak to and what I see constantly in the ladder, I'll probably start making different EV sets so that we can try to live through most attacks and see what, you know, comes out of those. But for now, that's the question to you. What would you guys do? Any of the matches, Urshifu's item, anything? What are you guys building for this season? And what's your guys' record so far? Is it really, really high? Is it really, really low? I mean, you can come in and tell me like I am 0-20. Like I will still cheer for you, because eventually you're going to start winning, and that winning streak is going to feel all the better. Just keep doing you, keep getting better, and keep testing. That's it. That's the end of the video. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment down below. I do reply to any and all comments that I get as soon as I can. Subscribe if you're new or if you like watching my videos, and you can hit the bell. That does help out the channel. I want to try to hit 400 subs by the end of July, 1,000 subs by the end of the year. I believe that we can do it, and I can do it definitely with your guys' help. So any and all help that you give is appreciated, and I will see you tomorrow for our last video of the week. Remember, 6 videos a week, and I'm recording the new podcast episode 2 tomorrow as well. So I'll see you guys then. Till then, I'll see you tomorrow, and then that's it till Monday. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.